Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I will talk about Siege of Winterfell event. It's not gonna be a long analysis or talking about every mechanic. No, I'll try to keep it short, like about 10 minutes. And I'm gonna put some timestamps so you can just skip the parts you wanna listen or not. So first off, I will talk a bit about rules that you might have missed, especially about commanders, their skills, and the rage, the healing. I will give the tip about it. After that, I will talk about each and every commander except for Jon and Cersei, because they're kind of high pay to win. I don't have them, and if you have them, gold or purple, just use them. And you can read the description. But I will talk about other commanders, their abilities, the tricks using them, uh, in which order you should use them. Uh, and the last part, I'm gonna try a set up a team, like 3 team, which will probably increase your efficiency, solo or with your alliance in a ganging situations. So check out for the timestamps if you want, and enjoy the video. Let's start with some rules. Skill casting, troop casualties. I'm not gonna read them, but I'm just gonna mention a bit about them. So the rage, what is the rage? It's the left bar on your small commander icon on your screen, which will use your skill when it's full. So the first attack will activate when it reaches the maximum. It's always the same for everyone. So when you're in a battle situation and you started at the same time, the first skill will be used at the same time with everyone else. But after that, depending on the commander's rage consumption, the second skill you can cast it faster or slower than the enemy, and that might prevent you from dying first, or help your team out a little bit more. It's a team game, so you should be coordinated with those skills, the commanders with your alliance. So the next one, the order of the skills. So you might miss this one, but your commanders use their skills in order, not randomly. So always the first commander you picked will use its skills first, then the second one, then the third one. So you should be careful about which order you set your commanders, because it is going to be determined how fast and how effective your skills will be. If you start with Sansa, your first skill will be healing. If enemy uses a big debuff, I don't think it's gonna benefit you. So pick your commanders according to that. What else in here? Okay, I'm going to talk about the troop casualties. You might have seen, if you check your reports, there is troops wounded and troops seriously wounded. So troops seriously wounded are in the hospital. The only way to get them back is collect the hospital, use your speeds, and heal them. But the troops wounded can be healed by your healing commanders during battle, which are Sansa and Annie at this point. They might add other healers in the future maybe. Now, let's start with our commanders. Our first commander is Andrea. Her skill name is Storm Tear. It costs 650 rage and it has a 12-second cooldown. Its cooldowns are the same with all commanders. What this means is after she uses her skill, no matter what, she has to wait 12 seconds before she can use its skill. Let's say you use this skill, and after that your other two commanders use their skill and it's like 10 seconds pass. She has to wait 2 more seconds even if the rage is full for this to activate. Let's move on. Her skill increases infantry health and defense by 200%. It only increases the army she's in, not your other two armies. So if you want to put them in an army, make sure it's your tankier one. Otherwise it wouldn't matter too much because she doesn't increase any attack. So put her in your tanky army. It also says that this skill does not stack, cannot stack, which means if another of your army or your allies army has like an area of effect skill that increases infantry defense and health, it will not stack. It also gives endurance. What does say is reducing counterattack damage by 75%. So if you're being attacked by infantry, or if you're being attacked, I mean, depends on your army. If your army is mixed, no matter what, your counterattack will be less than 75%. This is not only for infantry. This affects your army. Let's move on. Oh, this is also when you put her in your army, she's gonna give infantry health, attack, and defense. This is 150% because I have her gold, but if you don't have her gold, you can see in the screenshot what percentage it gives you in other colors. So Annie is one of the healers in the Siege of Winterfell event. Her skill costs 1000 rage, is the maximum amount. So it takes about 10 to 12 seconds for her attack to activate, depending on the previous commander's rage cost. It can be less. So she heals. She's an AoE healer, area of effect healer. Once the skill being used, she puts a heal circle, and maximum up to 5 targets can be healed at the same time. This 300 is a multiplier, so it's not going to heal 300, it's just going to be one of the multiplier of the 300. I don't know how to calculate it. It also restores 50 rage. This is crazy because I think she's the only one, or maybe one of the few ones that increases rage. And like I said, rage is very important for you to cast your skills to buff or debuff, buff yourself or debuff enemy. And tranquility is a 75% chance to remove all the debuffs and grant immunity to all debuffs. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I have her gray, so it doesn't increase too much, but her heal effect kinda replaces that. Arslan, his skill is Burning Spear Rush, rage cost 650, so it deals damage multiplied by 700, deals damage and also reduces the target rage by 80. So here we go, here it damages and also reduces enemies rage, so it's pretty efficient. And at the same time it increases attack of your spearman by 150%. Does not stack, so let's say same as Andrea. Next one is Chris. His skill is called Sword of Bravery, and it costs 850 rage. It deals damage, coefficient 800, so I don't know how that calculates, but it's pretty high, I guess. I mean, I've seen like 16k hit against a spear when he uses that, so it changes a lot. So this is 4-second AoE attack and affects up to 5 targets. After that he uses hesitation, which is enemies have 75% chance to fall into hesitation, rendering them unable to use skills. So this is a very good one. So if this 75% chance procs meaning like activates, like unless you're in that 25%, the enemy will not trigger their skill. so this is very beneficial if it procs. This also inflicts Nightmare, which is increasing enemies' skill damage taken by 30%. So yeah, if you have a high skill damage commander, and after this one procs, the Nightmare procs, and they can use their skills, it's gonna hit them 30% more. Our next commander is Feis, and skill name is Warrior's Might, and it costs only 650 rage. This skills deals damage multiplied by 800 to the target and increases the attack of your infantry by 150%. Also grants the Tenacious status, reducing attack damage taken by 30%. It doesn't say counter, so it's not decreasing the cavalry damage, but it just decreases overall damage. That concludes our today's session. It's like a 10 minutes video till now, but I've been working on this for like 3-4 hours at least. My mouth is dry, so I will continue the other commanders another time. In the meantime, I'll probably play another Siege of Winterfell, so if these ones need an update, I will put them on the next video. So until then, stay safe, see you all, bye bye.